Oh, okay.
I created a document that you guys are going to be able to download that has all this on it. So if you want to take notes, great. You don't have to. I'll provide that document and then you can just pencil on it, you know? And then what I really want you guys to do is I want you to team up. Like after I go through this, grab that document and then team up with your partner, whether it be your sponsor or somebody in your downline, you know, and role play with one another. Hi, Dr. Jerry.
Hey, Ernie.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great topic.
Yeah. So, okay. Hi, Eric. Hi, Don. Hi, guys. It's hard. I'm afraid to say hi to everyone. I might miss somebody. Well, let's get started, okay? Hang on a second. Let me share this screen. Share. Okay, all right. And let me make sure I'm on the right page. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. So, now my style is different. Dr. Jerry has his way of doing things. Donna has her way. Keith has his way. You know, everybody has their own way of doing things. All the leaders, you know. And eventually, I want to get all the leaders together, and one by each leader could take 5 minutes and give pointers. I think that would be phenomenal because somebody else might resonate with you more than. So I give you guys a different point of view. But this conversation and this training is on how to start a conversation. Non-pitchy, non-salesy relationship first. This is not selling. You cannot sell somebody on the idea of consuming one of these sachets every morning. It has to be their idea. They have to want it. It can't be the kind of thing like I've been a salesman my whole life. In 1963, I sold Kool-Aid for $1 a glass. Okay? I've sold cars for 10 years. I'm a salesman. Salesmen do terrible in network marketing. They do. It's not a good fit. It's not going to work. It's their motivation that creates success for the whole team. It's the individual's motivation. So the objective here is to create a natural conversation to build trust, uncover alignment, and invite curiosity without pitching, pushing, or convincing. Now, like I said, there are other leaders like Mike. Mike is a very salesman. He's like a really good salesman, and this would not resonate with him. So keep it interactive and avoid that salesy vibe. You might focus on making it feel like a natural conversation. Ask open-ended questions that get the other person talking about themselves. So what I've done is at the end of this presentation, I have a list of open-ended questions for you. And I would like to keep adding to that list over time to give you guys lots of ammunition so you never run out. And you're always finding something new that you like better. Really listen and find common ground rather than pushing information. Listen. It's all about being genuinely curious and helpful, not just making a pitch. Okay? You can see that. You can see my phone in the picture. Let me get that out of the way so you're not distracted.
Is this being recorded?
Yes, it is. I'm just not recording it on Zoom because Zoom, for some reason, it hasn't been a very good picture on the recording. So I'm recording it with my recording software. Okay, So here are practical, real-world examples. These keep things natural, curious, and pressure-free. Listen to the words, guys. Listen to the words. Soak it in. Okay? Conversation starters. No agenda. No agenda. Instead of, hey, I want to tell you about something I'm doing. Don't do that. Don't do that, because what you're doing when you do that is you're pushing them away. Nobody wants to be sold. I'm the only guy in the whole planet that wants to be sold. I love salesmen. I love hearing them talk. I love them trying to sell me something. I love that because I learn, But don't be that way. Try, hey, have you been lately? What's been keeping you busy? Open-ended question. What's been keeping you busy? Be quiet. Let them answer. Do not step on their answer. What's something you're really focused on right now? Stop. Be quiet. Let them answer. And let them finish their answer. That's something I'm really bad at. I have to constantly remind myself not to step on people when they're talking. I'm bad at it. And so part of growing is realizing where you're making mistakes and take ownership of it, and then you can change. So what does a great week look like for you these days? Open-ended question. What does it look like? Let them finish. Let them answer. And these are just these are suggestions. You can come up with your own. And your goal here is to get them talking about their life, not yours. Okay? Really, really super important, guys. They're going to fall in love with you. If you can learn how to do this, they will fall in love with you and they will do whatever you're doing. Believe me. Number 2, the gentle curiosity. Still no pitch. Gentle curiosity, no pitch. Are you excited about what you're doing right now, or just grinding it out every day? Is every day a drag? What do you enjoy most about that, whatever it is they're doing? What would you change if you could? And when you ask these open-ended questions, they're designed, again, to get to know them a little bit better, show that you care about them and their situation, and you're drawing yourself into a better relationship with them, into a closer relationship with them. And so your goal here is to understand their pain points or desires without poking at them or selling them. You feel me? Okay. Number 3, relatable sharing. Relatable sharing, short and casual. Only after they've shared. That makes sense. I was feeling something similar not too long ago. So you want to create a conversation where you're relatable with them, where you resonate with them, where you guys are in the same boat. I totally get that. I hit a point where I wanted something different. If they say that they are really looking for something different, say, yeah, I've been there, man. I hit that point too. I really wanted to have something different to work on. I've been learning a lot lately about health, business, and lifestyle, and it's been refreshing. Now, here's a key rule. Share, don't explain. Don't sell. Relate, don't recruit. Relate, make a friend. Okay? There's a common theme here. So number 4, you want to create a soft bridge statement, permission-based. Okay? You want them to give you permission at some point. So can I run something by you sometime? If I ever came across something that might fit what you just said, would you be open to hearing about it? And then be quiet. Let them answer. This may or may not be for you, but it made me think of what you just shared. So this is curiosity here. You're building some curiosity here. If they say no, just say totally fair, just thought I'd ask. And let it go. Do not keep on it. Let them go. You want to maintain your relationship with them because it's just timing. Everything is timing. If somewhere down the road, they're gonna be ready. And you just, keep what you're going to do is you're going to follow up. And when you follow up, you're just going back to make notes of your conversation. You're going to go back to the conversation you had with them last time and mention some things that were a part of that conversation and build the relationship. You're not calling them back to sell them or pitch them. You're just building the relationship and you stay in touch with them because 100% it's all timing. It might not be the right time for them at that time, but down the road, a week, 2 weeks, a month, 6 months, the timing will be right for them. So don't burn your bridge. Let them lean in. That's really what you want. You want them to lean in. So when they ask you, what are you working on? Or what's been exciting for you lately? You can say, I've been involved in something wellness focused that's been really positive for me. I'm part of a project that's helping me feel better and think differently about long-term income now. It's totally got me thinking in a different direction, something I never thought I would ever think about. And then you could have your conversation weaved into that, maybe you could talk about, hey, I've been thinking about retirement. It's 10 years down the road or 3 years down the road, whatever. And I never really thought about it. But now I'm thinking a little bit differently. So I can explain more if you want. No rush. And the power move is to stop talking first. Always curiosity and take away before anything else. Stop talking. Let them talk. So the follow-up without chasing. No chasing. No selling, no pitching, no chasing. Hey, random thought. You crossed my mind after our last conversation. That's friendly. You're being a friend. Hello? No rush on this at all. Just wanted to share something I mentioned. Okay, and bring up you could even, hey, something crazy happened the other day with my friend, that had an intolerance to dairy, and they can have all the dairy they want. It's crazy stuff. But anyways, and then change the subject and go back to your previous conversation, So if the timing's ever right, let me know. They might say that. They might say, hey, the timing's not right for me, or whatever, if you do bring it up. If you do bring it up and they do say that, then let them go. Confidence is calm. Desperation is loud. Don't be desperate. Just be confident and continue the conversation or let it go. So we're not convincing people. We're discovering alignment, building a friendship. Like this, you're becoming one with them, getting closer to them. That's what you're doing. You're caring about their situation. You're not projecting anything on them. Here's some role play scenarios, and this is the part where you guys could get together with your friend that's downline or a friend that's upline, your sponsor or someone else, and you can do these role plays with them. Role play script number 1, starting the conversation scenario. You're catching up with someone you haven't spoken to in a while, and you want to keep it friendly and casual. So you say, hey, it's been a while. How have things been going for you lately? And then your partner that you're role-playing with might say, oh, just busy with work and life. How about you? Then you say, pretty similar. I've been struggling. I've been juggling a few projects, but it's been interesting. What's been the highlight of your week so far? So you see, you just a little curiosity line right there, and then you change the subject. Role play script number 2. The person you're talking to mentions something they're focused on. And then lately, I've been really focused on getting healthier, to be honest. And then you say, that's awesome. What are you enjoying most about that journey so far? You're still not pitching. You're just digging in deeper on their conversation. Then a partner, I guess, just feeling more energy and being more mindful of what I eat. Then you say, that's really great to hear. I've been on a similar pathway. So see, now you're building that connection with them. And it's definitely made a difference for me too. Now you have something in common. You're looking for that one thing. Remember I told you last week, I said, you're having a conversation and what's going to end up happening is they're going to frame a situation for you to enter in. And you can begin to converse with them in a different way where you can create that alignment. Role play script number 3, soft bridging and getting permission scenario. Always get their permission. You've had a seamless chat and now you're looking to gently see if they're open to hearing more without any pressure. Be very careful, no pressure. So you say, it's really interesting hearing about what you've been focused on. If I ever come across something that might fit what you're talking about, would you want me to share that with you? You're asking for their permission to share. You're not sharing without, So then the person says, sure, I'm open to hearing about it. Then you say, great, no rush at all, just wanted to ask. I'll let you know if I think it's a good fit for you or if it's a good fit for what you mentioned. I like that better. So again, now you're going to use, they're going to want to know, well, what is it? You don't have to talk about it right then. You just say, hey, I don't have enough time right now. I got to go. Robin's waiting for me. She's got the car warmed up. We got to go run a few errands. Let's catch up later. Boom. Let them go. You're drawing them in now. Drawing them in. So the 5-step conversation framework: non-pitchy, natural, and relatable. This is like a summary, like a refresher, so you connect. Start human, no agenda. Say, how have you been lately? What's been keeping you busy? What's new in your world? The goal here is to build rapport, not direction. Number 2 is listen. Actually hear what they're saying. What do you enjoy most about that? What's been challenging? What would you change if you could? These are open-ended statements or questions. Goal. Your goal here is to understand their situation. Understand their situation. Number 3 is to relate. Find something in common. Share briefly. No explaining. That makes sense. I felt something similar. I was in a similar spot not long ago. Then the goal here is to create that connection. And your goal is not to make it look like you're credible, or not to create credibility necessarily. You're not boasting of yourself. You're making that connection. Number 4, permission. Always ask before sharing. Very important. Always ask before sharing. Now, you guys don't have to, you guys, I'm just offering this as a suggestion. These are just suggestions. This is how I work. This is what I do. This may not feel comfortable to you. You may want to do it your own thing, go your own way. That's okay. That's fine. Dr. Jerry's going to offer something on another training down the road, and you're going to fall in love with what he says, and you're going to be following what he's training on to the T. I won't take it personal. I won't take it personal, because whatever you do will work. It's just you have to feel really good about what you're doing, and you have to have the confidence. Confidence is really key when you're having a conversation with someone. They can see that you're confident about what you're talking about. That's going to make a lot of difference. So always ask before sharing. In other words, the other day when I was at the volleyball meet and I saw that lady had a sore neck, so I asked her to hold out her hand, and I said, do you mind if I put a little of this olive oil in your hand so you can rub it in your neck? So I asked permission. She said, sure. So ask before sharing. Say, would you be open to hearing something related to that? This may or may not be for you. Can I share something? If I came across something helpful, would you want to know? And then let them choose. Be quiet. Let them answer. Okay? I used to take it away in a meeting. I would be in front of the room telling the story. The team filled the room every week. They would fill the room with people, and I would tell the story to help them build their business. And what I would do before I even started, I told people, hey, look, we really appreciate you being here, and I realized that I'm gonna share with you something that can completely change your life. Some of you are gonna listen to the story and say, wow, that's very interesting. I need to look into this. Some of you are gonna say, hey, wow, I really want to get involved, and I want to take this product. And then some of you are gonna say, you're full of beans. I don't want nothing to do with it. And that's okay. I'm not gonna take it personal. Your friend that invited you here might, but I'm not going to take it personal. So, and then I would get into it, and then I remind them at the end, hey, it's okay. If this is not for you, it's okay. But if it's for you, we're gonna help a lot of people, and I'm going to help you build your business. I'm going to tell the story. All you have to do is get people in front of me. So. And for those of you that aren't interested, great. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate your time and attention. So I let them go. Let them off the hook. So invite. Let them lean in and stop talking. Don't run them over with your conversation. Allow them to be part of the conversation. Say, happy to explain more if you want. We can talk about it whenever. No pressure at all. I always like to do this and let it go, because I can always come back to them later. I would rather do that and create more of an attraction factor. The magnet becomes more powerful if when you pull away. So that's just my style though. Curiosity beats convincing. That's what happens. If you do this and say, oh, I gotta run, oh, I can't talk about it now, I gotta go. Curiosity beats convincing all day long. So the mindset to remember here is we don't chase, we don't pitch, we discover alignment. You want to give them a hug. Become their friend. Get closer to your friends. So here's some examples of some open-ended questions. Life and interest, work and goals, well-being and lifestyle, and future plans and dreams. So on the first one, what have you been passionate about lately? What's something you've really enjoyed doing in your free time recently? And you don't have to memorize this word for word. You get the idea. You can come up with your own open-ended question. These are just suggestions. You can change the words. Is there anything new you've learned or picked up as a hobby? So what you're doing is you're allowing them to frame the conversation for you. So now you know how you can further the conversation. So what kind of projects have you been working on lately that you're excited about? What does success look like for you in the next few months? Is there something you've been waiting to achieve this year, or you've been wanting to achieve this year? Waiting. That's what people do. They wait to achieve. That's funny. So how do you usually unwind or take care of yourself when things get busy? Like how do you deal with the stress from your work? What's something you've found that really helps you stay balanced or energized during the week? If you could design your ideal day, what would that look like? So you're finding out what they're passionate about. What's something you're looking forward to in the near future? Is there a goal or dream you've always had in the back of your mind that you'd love to pursue someday? If you could see, you're not. The thing about this is you're not pushing them into a corner. They're open-ended. Like they're non-confrontational. This is a non-confrontational, open-ended conversation. If you could travel anywhere or try anything new this year, what would it be? They're going to love you for it because nobody talks to them that way. It's always about the other person. So here's the link so you guys can go and get the document. Let me copy it, and I will put it in the chat for you guys. Let me put it up there in the chat. Okay. So go grab that, and then I'll put it up in the opportunity Telegram. Let me go to Telegram here real quick. Let's see, opportunity. Oh, training doc. Okay, so it's there. You guys can go grab it there. I'm going to stop the screen share. And, all right. So you guys have any questions or have anything that you want to bring up? Go ahead. Now's the time. You can unmute.
Hi, Hernan.
Hi.
It's Colleen. Hi, how are you?
Good.
I'm driving the car, but I'm going to pull over here. And I have I love your support in how to respond to somebody that I met last night. I was at a Greek restaurant for my birthday. And, oh gosh, sorry, I'm trying to make sure it doesn't turn off on the...
And then I may disappear. And I'll just keep going until you can't. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm having a hard time on the phone with turning the volume on. Maybe someone could just quickly tell me on the phones where the volume speaker thing is. Oh, I found it. Okay, I found it. Oh my god. It's been happening 4 times for me. Like I was just like each time I can
go to YouTube and ask the
where's
question.
the speaker? Yeah. I've got it. I just can't keep forgetting where this one thing is. Anyways, so for my birthday, I was out at a Greek restaurant, and one of my favorites, been there for off and on for years, and our waiter was lovely. His name is Giannis, and he's actually from Greece. So we were having a great time together, talking. He was supporting us. We were, kind of closing the restaurant out, and I could have very easily just left, and not brought up anything.
Yeah.
I was trying to find an inroad, and we found a connection. I don't remember what I did exactly, but we found some common ground about lots of things we were laughing about. So I started to engage with him about the olive oil, and actually it wasn't like direct. It was...
Yeah.
Don't ask me. I can't seem to remember what I did, but we got to a point where he was like, yes, like, over in Greece, he was telling me all these funny things about how to avoid tickets and stuff. Like, it was really great fun. And then he's like, yes, the olive oil. Here is... Oh, someone's in the back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute him. It's Bob. Bob, your mic was on. Okay, go ahead.
So I was...
No, there's somebody else. Corrine, is there a...
Oh,
Can you mute?
no.
No, it's not you?
No, I don't think so. Oh, maybe it is. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Colleen.
Thank you. I would just love your support in following up with him. I got to a point where he gave me... We had such a great connection. It was all friendship. My mom got along with him. He was giving us really cool tips about, about cars and magnets.
Okay.
I said, I got his number.
Okay. You have another conversation with him, and then if the timing is right, then you can introduce me to him, and then I'll have a conversation with him. I'll find something that we have in common, and then I'll make a suggestion that he watches a video that you're going to send him. Okay?
So my intention will be to call him this week and invite him to a phone call with me.
You're gonna introduce him to your business partner.
Right off the bat. Like, I haven't called him yet. I just met him last night.
Yeah, you're gonna build that friendship, build a relationship.
That's what I'm clarifying with you.
Yeah, don't jump in right away. Don't jump in right away. You build it.
So let me ask you this though. So because he was open to hear about, I said, there's some, we got talking and it was like, there's something that I'm really excited about. And we did share some information, a little bit back and forth about connected to the olive tree. Like I did, kind of do the thing you wouldn't normally do. You teaching us. I did the wrong thing. But
I do it too.
Have his...
I do. And then I do it too. And then I, dang, why'd you do that? Or why'd you say that? Even on a three-way, during a three-way, I just want to make a friend, and then I pitch, and then why did you pitch,
I know. I caught myself pitching with this wonderful couple on Thursday night at the Entrepreneurs because they were so excited and like, oh my gosh, maybe there's something here that can help us because the guy was on crutches and had a surgery. So I was pitching too much and I caught myself each time. I'm like, Colleen, come back. And so I was pitching him a little bit, but in a very confident and very non,
You're going to be
pushy
really,
way.
you're going to be really, really good at this. You watch.
I'm going to figure it out.
You're going to
Hernan.
figure it out. You're going to be really good at it, and then you're going to be teaching me.
You know what, Hernan? What's so funny is, you know how in the second you done the thing, we did the thing, we said the thing, whatever, we know it. I go, Colleen, and I'm like, and then you catch yourself. So it's like you kind of figure out by energy, by alignment, and by feeling. I can tell when I push to something. I'm like, ooh, I should have pulled back.
That's why.
Just get to know them. So this is, I think, a great conversation because it's actually how we learn.
Yeah.
But Hernan, I still am not clear. I want your help. So I don't know the guy yet. He's hilarious. He's a great person. That's all I know.
Yeah.
We learned a bit about him, learned a bit about his mom and his aunt. They have some dementia in the family. You know, mom's back in Greece. But all I know is he's a great person. And I said, would you be open to give me your opinion on something connected to this new venture, this new product? I already spilled the beans, so I'm not, he knows that.
Yeah.
And I said, may I ask your permission to have, to contact you and outside of this and introduce you, like, to, and he said, yeah, sure. He goes, okay. He goes, well, I have spammers that reach out to me. And I said, I promise no spamming and no pressure ever.
Yeah.
And he's like, sure. So this is why I'm not sure how to open up the conversation.
So he was your waiter?
He was our waiter, yes.
Okay, go back and ask for him again. And get a piece of pie and a cup of coffee or something?
I don't live here, so I can't build an ongoing relationship. Like, I just go there once or twice here and there for a special.
Well,
my mom bought me dinner.
All right, well, then we'll just do the best we can do. That's all.
Okay, so call him up and then just have a, hey, are you still open to give me your opinion on what we, touched on, the other night? Thanks for your service. It was so fun working with you. Or
no.
Is that too soon because I don't have a friendship with him?
Yeah, you need to pick a few open-ended questions after you download the doc and think about what you're going to ask him to get to know him better. Yeah. And don't pitch him.
Just try to get him on the phone first, when a guy is working.
Just let him go. Ask him open-ended questions, build a relationship, get to know him, let him go. It's too soon. And then make a friend first, and then come back at him a week later or whatever, and then see where you're at then,
But here's where I'm kind of like, I get what you're saying 100%, I get it.
You want to jump?
But in how to work, what?
You want to jump on people too quickly. Don't do that.
No, I hear what you're saying, but let me finish asking you. My question is, how do I, I'm just reaching out to, it's sort of like there's some missing ground, it was great. Your service was great. I'm reaching out, but he knows that I was going to share some information.
Don't bother building the relationship then. Let's just go for it.
Okay, you see where I'm kind of wondering what he's.
Let's hit him right between the eyes, and if he, see what happens. Okay.
But you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just don't know him, and I don't know how I build a relationship unless I call him for the reason I told him I call him.
If you lived there, it'd be different. You could build the relationship by having him as your waiter over a couple times, and then build that friendship. But since he's long distance, or you could share funny things with them. You could do that and build a relationship that way. Find funny pictures or funny things and share things with them and try to build a friendship, long distance.
On text?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so would you call him and just leave a voice message, or would you text him and say, hey, can we set up a
don't
time
text. Don't text.
Yeah,
call
that's
him.
why I'm asking you. Yeah, call him. I'll be calling him.
Don't text, guys. Don't text. Call people.
Text.
I'll tell you why. Because people do that to me all the time. They text me about something they're excited about, and I think they can't be that excited if they're texting me. It's not that important. It takes it takes the value away from what you have to share. So, all right. Very good. Thank you, Colleen. Appreciate you jumping in.
You bet. Just trying to make you work hard, Hernan.
You're going to be a maniac once you figure this thing out.
You're going to make you work hard for your premium.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Jerry, do you have anything that you want to add to what I shared?
Yeah, I think what you shared was brilliant, Vernon. I could have done that same training. If I did, I would have covered a lot of the same points. But I like to talk a little more about foundation. Because if you're not coming from the right place, it's difficult. And another thing I'd like to add is every situation is different.
Yeah.
And Colleen, don't worry about it, because you were reacting in the moment, you were being yourself.
Yeah.
That's the most powerful thing, is just being you. But foundationally, and I sound like a broken record when I train, I know. But we have to, before we even start our business, we have to come up with some things that get us in the right place. And the most important thing is to figure out your why. And the reason you figure out your why is because you will make mistakes. You will say possibly the wrong thing, or talk to the wrong person, or what you said, Vernon said, they might tell you you're full of beans, and you will run into those things. And if you're not connected with your true why, you'll give up. You'll go, wow, that was brutal. I don't think I'm cut out for this.
Yeah.
Because if you're connected with your true why, you'll keep going no matter what. And the only way you can connect with your true why is to do a little deep dive on why is that important. Because you started your OLIABO business, you're connected with a company that's going to change lives all around the world, and you want to build a big business there. You've got to ask yourself, why is that important? And you got to write down the answer. And the first answer, I can guarantee you, won't be your true why.
Yeah.
It might be, well, I want more time freedom, or I want financial freedom, or something like that. It's a great answer, but that's not your true why. That's not what's going to keep you going when you run into these bozos that tell you you're full of beans, or they don't pick up the phone, or they walk away. But you got to keep going, because it's like, it's equated to people that live on the coast, like up in the Northeast or the Northwest, shucking oysters. They might have a whole bucket of oysters, and they're looking for a pearl. And they know somewhere in that bucket there's an oyster with a pearl in it. And you go and open these oysters, one after the other. You open maybe 99, you open maybe 100, and you find a pearl. But if you stop at 50 or 60 or 99 and didn't go to 100, you would miss that pearl. And that's why you got to connect with your true why in the beginning, because none of us are perfect. But if you're connected with your true why, you're coming from your heart. You're coming from a different place. Then the next thing, after you have your true why, and your true why will make you emotional. When you really hit on it, and you say, why is that important? And it's about something, your children, your family, your legacy, something you dreamed about that you let the dream go, something that you strikes an emotion, takes you into your heart. You're on a whole different playing field. Your communication becomes different. So if you can capture those two things, your true why, then you get in your heart, then you realize what your intention is. When you're approaching people, your intention, like Vernon says, you can't be selling. Your intention can't be, oh, I see this person as a lead. I see them as a business builder. I want to sign that person up. Terrible intention, because they'll suss that out. Your intention has to be making friends, building the relationship, everything that Vernon said. I used to use FORM, F-O-R-M, family, occupation, recreation, and money. And I had a tape from Doug Firebaugh, probably 25, 30 years ago. And because I worked leads, we'd advertise in the USA Today, we'd do those kind of things. We'd run card decks, we'd do those kind of things. And so I didn't know how to talk to these people. So I listened to Doug Firebaugh, and his whole thing was about using the phone to make friends. And so that was the intention. And I tell you this, the more you do it, the better you get. Because in the beginning, yeah, you end up pitching, you can't help yourself. You end up maybe stepping on your toes, you end up making mistake after mistake. But that's why your true why will drive you to the next, to the next, to the next. And you get better. And then you start realizing it's better when I listen. And it's better when I get them to talk. And so that becomes more, you're making friends, you're building the relationship. And again, every situation is different. If I call a friend, I'm going to hit them right up front. I'm going to hit them right between the eyes. But with one caveat, I'm going to tell them at the top of the call. Let's say I know Joe. I say, Joe, there's a reason I called you. I'm excited. But first, how's the family? I take his mind off of that urgent thing. And how's the family? And my intention is to get Joe talking to warm up the relationship. So it's all about that intention. My intention is to sell Joe. And Joe knows that because Joe will feel that. Oh, you just called me to sell me on a business. So my intention is never that. How's the family? He talks about his family and kids. If they talk about their kids, I always have a notebook by my phone. And I make my notes. And he says, well, Johnny's home with the flu today, and we got to, I don't have long, we got to run Sarah to we got a soccer match, we got to run her that. That's brilliant. Those are nuggets. You write that down. Because your follow-up, you ask about Johnny. How's Johnny doing? It gives you a powerful reason to follow up. How did Sarah do on her soccer match? So all of these things, it's all about the building that relationship, warming the relationship up. Your intention is to create that connection, not to sell them on a business, not to sell them on anything. So that's one thing I really wanted to add, but that was all brilliant. The open-ended questions, it was all about warming up the relationship. And again, every situation's a little different, and don't worry about it. The most important thing is that you're yourself, that it is you. And you will get better. The more you do it, you get better at it. But yeah, we'll do more trainings in the future, but those are just a couple of things I wanted to add, you may or may not be interested. That's a very powerful tool, because that's the takeaway. At some point, once you have laid it out, let's say you've followed up and you've reached that place where they're saying, oh, tell me about what you're doing. You were excited when you called. That you may or may not be interested is a takeaway. That means you're not desperate. That means you're okay. You're confident. You have posture. That's really important, because you don't want to appear desperate. You don't want to appear like you really need them. You're just being a friend. That's all. Those are just foundational kinds of things. Real important.
Yeah, that's really good. I love the form.
Dr. Jerry, may I jump in and share a response to Dr. Jerry?
Hang on 1 second, Colleen. Hang on. Let me ask you, Jerry. His name was Doug Firebaugh?
Doug Firebaugh. Yeah.
Is it Firebah?
B-A-U-G-H, I think.
Oh,
B-A-U-G-H, yeah.
Okay.
Doug Firebaugh.
I'm going to see if I can find a copy of it someplace.
It's brilliant. One of the things, like when he would say working leads, he said you have 30 seconds. Someone answers the phone, you have 30 seconds to make the connection before they hang up on you. And if you don't connect with them, they're gone in 30 seconds. And he said one of the strongest ways to make a connection with somebody you don't know was to talk about where they live initially. And I would always look and see what the area code was. Let's say I see, that's an Atlanta area code. So I would call Joe in Atlanta. And I would say, hey, Joe, this is Jerry Shaw. I'm up here in Colorado. Are you still down in Atlanta?
Oh.
And it gets me kind of going, oh, who's this person? And I say,
you're building that.
And he said,
yeah,
he doesn't quite know yet, but he says, yeah, we're still here. And I say, well, I've been to Atlanta a couple of times. I said, I was here and there. Were you anywhere near there? Now you begin to you're asking questions that he can answer about his home. And so he may begin to open up a little bit, may begin to say, well, this isn't a normal sales call. This person's actually interested in me. And then the next step to be FORM, are you married, Joe, and you have kids? Just checking, because, I have 4 children, and that's kind of what drives me. Do you have any kids? And let him talk about his family. What do you do for work, Joe? occupation.
Yeah.
And then money will usually come up. You usually don't have to get to money, because occupation, they'll say, I'm not making enough money, having to work 2 jobs, or they're getting ready to lay people off at work, and I'm worried. So these are gold. That's gold nuggets. You write all that down because that's the why.
Yeah.
The family becomes a powerful why. Their occupation, and it's a little shaky. That's a why. Then the next one, recreation. What do you do for fun? What do you do when you're not working? And they say, I used to plan a ski trip every year, but we haven't been able to afford it lately. Huge nugget. Write that down because in the follow-up you can use that one. But so money came up all through that. The possibilities of money coming up with family, occupation, and recreation, you're already there.
Yeah.
So they start talking about money, and that's all gold because that's great follow-up because you have a great business opportunity and you know that in your heart, but you're not pushing it. Like Hernan says, you can't pitch it because people get pitched day in and day out from the TV to the internet to the radio. It's a constant pitch, and they'll figure it out real quick if you're pitching them. So you're different. You're different because you care.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Colleen.
It's everything that you said.
Yeah.
It's everything that you.
Awesome. Well, you kind of bring it all together just real quick. Colleen, hang on a second. Janet's been waiting for a while. Janet, you have a question?
Hi, I'm like super new to this, and I was just wondering, I ran into a lady the other day at my parents' condo, and I hadn't even got the product yet, and she was telling me about her sore back, and I said, I'd really like to share something with you, but I said I'd like to have my own story first. And so then it kind of went from there, and I had told her just very little about it, and that it was like all natural, and she was all for that. So I want to go and take it to her for her to try, like the Flex, because I ordered it specifically for my parents with all their their knees and their hands, and myself as well. But my main question, I guess, is what do you share with someone that, says, yes, tell me what you're, share what you're doing or send me some information. What's your main points that you are, information that you would send to them that would be not too much, but yet wanting them to more?
First, I'm going back to the conversation you had. You said you wanted to have your own experience. Did you tell her that?
Yes, I was telling her. I told her I was waiting for my own story.
Okay, well then don't.
I didn't feel I should pitch anything until I knew it worked for me. Like I needed to have my success story with it, to feel the benefits of it.
They might be curious, after you said that, they might be curious, but have your experience with the product and have your experience with your parents taking the product. And, what I would do is I would just have another conversation with them and never even bring it up. Let them ask. I would try to get them to ask me first.
Yeah, like for sure. I do, I see them regularly, so I could just say, hey, how's your back doing?
Yeah.
But I was just curious as if there's, for someone that is interested in it. I know I'm kind of going in all directions here.
I would at that point, what I would do is, do you know where the pain is? Where their pain?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Do you know where their pain is?
Oh, in the back.
Oh, on their back. Okay. Normally, if their pain was someplace where they could rub it in, I would just have them hold out their hand and give them a squirt and say, rub that in.
Oh, and I totally would have if I had it. I was actually like, as soon as I got back to work, the product was there, which for me was like, I think I ordered it on Monday, and this was Thursday or something. Like it was really fast that it came.
Yeah. So,
but
a lot of times, if the situation is right, I'll cut right to the chase and have them rub it in. But you're just gonna have to feel your way. Jerry, do you have any suggestions for her?
Well, one thing you might be able to say if you want to jump right in is, in this country, there's so many people that have issues with their back, the issues with pain and inflammation. There's so many people in this country that have issues with that. But I'm looking into something. There's a blue zone in the Mediterranean area where people have much less of these kind of problems. And I'm looking into a company that has had a lot of success dealing with this. And just be quiet. They're going to pull it out of you. Oh, you got to tell me more about that. So they'll want.
But if I'm talking to somebody that's you know, doesn't live here, or like, let's say for my sister, right? Like she's doing a 900K walk, and her feet, she's been having so many problems with her feet, and I really want her to try this stuff before she goes. And so I'm basically going to order it for her and send it to her, because she's just so you know, focused on this trip and stuff. But I'm like, I know that this stuff will help you, and I want to, but for me to send her information on it through like Messenger or text or something, what is the best thing to share?
Dr. Jerry wrote a really nice piece, and it's up on the Telegram, on the product Telegram. Really nice. I don't know. What do you think, Jerry? Is that something she could send him?
Yeah, absolutely. Because we're onto something where we, in our culture, we're examining what actually works around the globe, and we have a company that is bringing the botanicals from a region that people are remarkably healthier, remarkably less issues with joints and pain and things like that, and we're bringing those botanicals. So share something, like maybe something I wrote would be good.
Are you?
The things
Are you? Sorry, Jerry. Are you in that Telegram, Janet?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah, Jerry put it in there. Go look at that.
Just today, right? The one I just posted today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a key point.
Yeah. And then the other thing too is there's going to be a lot of times where you might need help on the phone if they're not close to you, or if they're long distance, and so you want to utilize other people too that have stories that resonate with theirs. Like, if you know of somebody in our group, on our team, that has a back issue that got help, you could connect the two. That would be good.
Okay.
Or like your sister, is it your sister that's the runner?
Yeah, well, she's going. Oh, she's not a runner, but they're walking
They
the
walk.
Camino or something. Like it's like the hike.
Okay.
It's like a 900K.
So the thing is like, if you could find somebody that a stranger would have credibility with your sister. So if there was somebody in the group, like you could post up in the Telegram, that anybody had any success with sore feet. I have a guy that lives in California. He's underneath cars all day long, working on cars. He's a mechanic at the Ford dealership. He's been there for 30 years. And his feet are hurting so much, and nobody's been able to help him. He's been on the Prima for 30 days, and he told me yesterday his feet are way better, tolerable now. He could stand on his feet, and it's tolerable. So he's excited. He feels like after 90 days on the Prima that his feet are going to be in really, really good shape. So I would be, I'm sure Charles would be willing to share with your sister down the road, So yeah, think about that. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Very good. Thank you for chiming in. Anybody else before we go back to Colleen? Anybody else? No? All right. So Colleen, you want to chime in again? Are you driving, or?
I'm in a store. But very briefly, I just wanted to really appreciate Dr. Jerry. Jerry, is it Jerry is your first name, Dr. Jerry, or?
Gary is my first name, yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I wanted to, I really wanted to appreciate you. See, this is why these calls are important, is because just your reminding us our why. When you said it, and we know it's emotional when we get to it eventually, all the things that, financial freedom and feeling good and all of these things I desire in my life. But when I think of boiling it down to one word, I just thought I'd share with you as my part of my on my team here, right? Like learning with you all. My word that touched my heart was suffering. So I think as I'm leaning forward, it really comes back to the story of I want to see myself and I want to see others with reduced suffering, because I'm a healer and a coach, and I've been through some physical stuff. So I think, that's the energy we get behind. Would you agree? Like, I just want to thank you for that, because it was like you just drew me back to everybody, and Colleen, be yourself. And when I'm myself, I'm most relaxed and most in tune. And when I listen too much to scripts, like, okay, Donna got me going in this way and this helped. And then I'm learning from Hernan, and I understand everybody's, information is amazing. And then it's, how does it work for me? Or how does it work for you? And I just get a little caught up in the thought process versus the heart process. And every time I come back to the heart, I slow it down. I'm connected to the human that I'm with, and it doesn't really matter. It's more the tone of things. And then there's no pushy going on. So I'm just sharing in front of everybody here how my brain is working when it gets caught off. Does that help?
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Like, that's literally why Hernan and I've been kind of diving with you, because I've dove with Donna and I know how she works, and she's a lot like me in a lot of ways. But then I want to learn from you, and I'm trying to navigate the bridge, and I get a little caught up in my own freak out moment in my own mind. It's like, well, how do I do Hernan stuff like mine, and how do I do this? I'm saying it wrong. Yeah.
You got to make it your own, and move from the heart, like you said. Work from the heart. That's really who you are,
That's 100%. Like the reason I'm all lit up. So Dr. Jerry, we're just getting to know each other. But the reason this drew me back in, right, and others as well who are going to be joining us. I'm just speaking from the people that got a sparkle in them that I've met, and they're like, oh, Colleen, I'll listen. This is interesting. It's because of, like, it's making the difference, and the whole culture of the company, and the Joe and Gordon are up, they're up and up, like, they're in the, what I'm trying to say, like authenticity and goodness and not no bullshit, excuse my French, like just straight up, right? And we love that, and people migrate to that. And so I'm all juiced now but I have to keep remembering. So thank you, again, Dr. Jerry, form, family, occupation, recreation, and meaning, and our meaning equals money, meaning equals whatever it is to you. So thank you again for everybody. This is so powerful.
Yeah. Thank you, Colleen.
Thank you, Colleen.
Thanks for being a part of the training.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we've been on here for an hour. Does anybody else have anything they want to mention real quick? Which group chat is the info? In the Zoom chat. Go to the Zoom chat and click on that link in there, guys. And if you don't get it, you can go to the Telegram. And if you need an invitation to the Telegram, reach upline and get the invitation to the Telegram, okay? It's in the Facebook group. If you're in there, you can go to files and it'll be in there. Or it'll be in the feed. If you scroll through the feed, you'll see it in there. I'm trying to keep that Facebook thing for the product. I think that because so many people are on Facebook, if you could send them there for testimonials, that would be really strong. I hate to put business stuff in there.
Is that the one that Dr. Jerry was sharing? You had said something about Dr. Jerry.
That's a Telegram. That's Telegram, not Facebook. The Telegram, that's why I separated the Telegrams. There's an opportunity one and a product one. So on the product one, you could actually invite a friend to it, and they could learn about the product and read testimonials. You guys put your testimonials in there, and share in there.
But is that where Dr. Jerry put
Yeah.
something
Yeah, it's
in the opportunity or the product one?
The product. Oh wait, yeah, the product, right, Dr. Jerry?
Yeah, I put it actually in both.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and really, you could put anything in the opportunity one, but in the product one, maybe don't put the business stuff in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Vernon, I don't think it's Colleen. I don't think I'm even part of the opportunity one. We've got like 2 or 3 from Donna's side, and then I'm in Hernan,
You're in
your
so many
product one.
Groups. Donna has so many groups. Yeah,
It's too much. It's overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah. I'll send you the opportunity one.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
I have her phone number because she calls me and asks for help. So I
Yes,
have her phone number. That's what happens if you guys call me and ask for help. Then we'll be more connected. Call your upline. Introduce yourself to your upline. Tell them you want their help. Please. That's a big part of this. If you want to run through the ranks and you want to help a lot of people with this product, tell your upline you want to do it. You want to make it work. You want to win. You want to help people. They'll help you. Is it Jackie?
Yes.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Rana. Hi, everybody. I just had a little tidbit for Colleen because she mentioned when she was talking to the waiter, he talked about his grandmother with Alzheimer's. And that's a good talking point when she chats with him, building relationship. She can ask him, how's your grandmother doing?
Oh, that's beautiful, Jackie. Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow, Jackie. Woo!
100% Jackie. Sorry, I got something in my mouth. 100%. I was going to dive in there. Thank you so much. This is great. Thank you.
And that's like even to what Dr. Jerry mentioned. You take those little gems and write them down, huh? Yeah. Wow. That was great, Jackie. Anything else, Jackie? No?
I know, I'm just new and I'm just learning from the conversation, and I'm going to apply what you guys said.
Okay, good. Excellent. Okay, very good, guys. Well, listen, thanks for being here. Appreciate you all. I really appreciate you, Dr. Jerry, for chiming in.
Great training, Hernan. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, guys. I'll post the recording up, and if any of you need any help, just reach out. Okay? All right, guys. See you later.
Bye for now.
Thank you.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Blessings.
All right. Bye-bye.